Hello, today I'm going to be showing how to set up the YouTube streams for Park Hill Christian Church. This is a method that I normally use each week to get everything set up. Of course, you don't have to do it exactly like I do with most of this stuff, but this is what I've been doing just to make it easy for you to figure out how it's going on. So as you can see here, I am using the Mac Mini. Of course, this works on a Windows machine as well because we're going to be doing everything from the web, so it doesn't really matter what you use. But the Mac Mini is here in my office, so that's what I'm going to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to Google Chrome. I do recommend using Chrome. It tends to work a little bit better than using Safari or Microsoft Edge or something like that. And we're going to go to youtube.com. And we just need to make sure we're signed into the correct account. So we're currently in the admin@parkhillchristian.org account, and that is not the account that our YouTube channel is on. It's actually on an older account that was created many years before I got here. So we're going to hit switch account. If it's not already in there, we're going to go to add account, and we're going to do parkhillchristian@gmail.com. And I'm going to plug in the password for that, which I'm not going to put on this video. If you are doing this stuff, you probably have access to that password. Oh, apparently I mistyped that password, so we're going to try again. There it goes. Okay, I do have two-step verification on, so I'm going to check my phone and verify that real quick. Yes, it was me. Okay. And I'm not going to create a new Chrome profile or anything for this. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so once we're in YouTube, we're going to go up here to the top right where it says Create. And I'm going to hit Go Live. I'm going to get into this screen. We could immediately start a stream if we wanted to, if you were doing this at the last minute on Sunday morning. But I usually like to just schedule the stream. I'm doing this on a Thursday for our Sunday morning service. Now, I am doing this for the July 2nd, 2023 service. So this is one service. It's going to be a little bit different. Normally, lately, I've been doing two different versions, but the same basic setup works for both of them. So since this is going to be most like a Crossroads service, I'm actually going to click on that one. And I'm going to hit reuse settings. And the nice thing about that is that it does bring up all of this stuff for us. It's already there. So I'm going to change the date to 7/2/2023. And since this is a unified service, I'm going to change that so it doesn't say Crossroads. And then down here in the description, I'm going to do the same thing. I think I like unified worship better, so I'm actually going to do that. And this will be for Sunday, July 2nd, 2023. Now, once I have the digital bulletin made, I will copy that link in here. And I use the direct constant contact one because the other link updates as we go along. So, and I'm actually just going to delete all of this information for right now. You can go back in and add to the description if you need to later on if you want to, or you can just leave the digital bulletin on there and they can find it. That way, either way, it works the same. Okay, so we're going to go live from streaming software. Category, I just put nonprofits. That's the closest thing to church that they have on there. And then the thumbnail we'll need to change each week. So I'm going to click on these three dots and hit change. And I have already downloaded the YouTube graphic for this week. And I'll click that. Oh, and the file is too big. So whenever I make my graphics, sometimes they're a little big. So what I'm going to do now on a Mac, this is a real easy fix. So I can just right click on this and go down here to quick actions, convert image, and I'm going to change it into a JPEG of actual size. So the image does have to be less than 2 megabytes. So as you can see here, it is 2.7, the original one. You can also go into Canva or Adobe Express, whatever you're using for the graphics, and just make it a smaller JPEG, and it'll work as well. As long as it's under 2 megabytes, it will work just fine. So since I've converted it, it has dropped it down to just 440 kilobytes. So that'll work, and it'll still look good. So change, and then we're going to grab the JPEG version of it that is under 2 megabytes. And there we have that. And then we're going to go through here, and it gives us options for playlists. Now, usually with unified services, I put them on both playlists. So if folks are used to just watching the traditional service, they'll still see this unified service stream on there. They won't be wondering where the church stream was for this week. So I'll just put it on both. Of course, if it's just a Crossroads service, I'll put it on Crossroads. If it's just a traditional service, I'll put it on the traditional one. It just kind of depends on what we're doing. Right? I always click no, it's not made for kids. It's not that there's anything inappropriate on these. It's just that otherwise it will, show it directly on like YouTube Kids and stuff like that. So if you're not making a video specifically targeted for kids, the best idea is to do no, it's not made for kids. Now we can do tags if we want to. If we want people to be able to find our church a little bit easier, we can throw that kind of stuff in there. I have not been lately. We send the direct link out to the congregation. But that's up to you. So hit next. All of this stuff I just leave the same. Live chat replay. That basically means that while the service is going on, there's a chat box happening and we can see it. Anybody that's logged in watching it can see it. They can type, they can say good morning, they can ask questions, whatever. And then the replay means that whenever we go back and watch that video again, we can see what's happening there. Okay. Anyone can participate. Anyone can log on and send messages. I'm not doing a delay or anything like that because we don't have moderators monitoring the chat. We've never had any issues with the chat. Occasionally weird comments will show up later on and I'll just go in and delete them. So then we're going to hit next. And we're going to set it to public so that everybody can watch the stream. And then we're going to schedule it. So this will be for Sunday, July 2nd at 11 a.m. And I usually go ahead and schedule it for exactly when I want to start. Now, we normally start the live stream about 10 minutes before the service just to make sure everything's working. But I do go ahead and set it for 11 so that people know that's when it's scheduled for. Or 9 if it's a Crossroads service. And then I'm going to hit done. And it is all done. It'll beep, boop, beep for a minute. And there we go. So we're here. Now, the things you need to know from this page. So your stream key is whatever... is basically a password, and it tells your streaming software where to send it. Since we reuse the same settings every week, that stream key never changes. So in vMix, which is what we use in the Crossroads service, we never have to update that stream key. It always goes to the same place. But if you started using something else, if you wanted to stream directly through ProPresenter or we were streaming through OBS or something, we'd have to copy that stream key in. And then there's 2 stream URLs. Always use the first one. Whenever I plug it in, if you have to, again, all this stuff is already set up in vMix, so we don't typically have to worry about that. And that'll be a separate video to kind of show how to get that stuff set up. But this is where you find that information. And then when we're ready to start our stream, we go ahead and pull this screen back up so that we can see when we hit go, it'll pop up here, and then this go live button turns blue whenever it's ready for us to go. So now if I want to share that link with somebody, I can click on share. And I can copy that link. And that's normally what I do for the worship email and the Facebook page and stuff. I copy that link and paste it on there so that anybody that gets that can see directly where to go. Of course, this is also set up to be able to show it. If you go to our website or something like that, you'll be able to see it all there. And I'll show you that here real quick as well. But first, I do want to show you. So on Sunday morning, you come in and you start the live stream. And you need to know where to find it. So again, we'll go to Chrome and go to YouTube. And it brings us back, we're in this account, so we know that's good to go. So I'm going to hit that and hit go live again. And it's going to show me any scheduled streams that we have. So all you have to do is make sure that you're clicked on where it says manage, where the little calendar button is, and then you should see whatever scheduled streams there are. And of course you can schedule as many at a time as you want to. If I wanted to go ahead and schedule all of July, I could. I usually don't. I usually just schedule them each week as we go because things change sometimes, but you can do that if you want to. And then you can click on this and it takes you back to that page. So once you hit go on your streaming software, it'll pop up here, and then you just hit go live over here. And I'll show you that whenever I make the video for how to actually set up the stream. Okay. And I think that is all that we need to know for this one. Let me go ahead and show you real quick. If you go to parkhillchristian.org/livestream, it will actually take you directly to our YouTube channel. Okay, and so that's pretty nice. And then if we hit live, it'll show you the upcoming stream right there. And anybody that is subscribed to our YouTube channel, if they go to us in their subscriptions, they'll see this pop up and they'll be able to get to it. So, and of course this has any of our live streams are under the live one, so you can go back and watch all of our past live streams. Most of them are Crossroads services because we've been live streaming Crossroads longer. We have of course added traditional services as well, which you can find. And then if you go to just videos, you can see the videos that we have uploaded. You can also go to playlists, and so for instance I put the live stream on both of these playlists. So if you just want to watch a whole bunch of Crossroads services, you can click on that and it'll pull up the playlist there, and you can click through them as you want to. Okay, so that is how to get everything ready and set up on YouTube, and I hope you found this informative. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or an email. I'll talk to you later.